Hello, I am Jim Weaver with Weaver Leather. I am the supply sales manager here at Weaver, and today we're going to talk a little bit about our leather dyes and stains, oil dyes, different applications, ways that it would look different on your leather, and hopefully we can just give you an idea, and then you have to decide for what your finished product should look like for your personal preference. There's a lot of personal preferences involved. The first one we're going to start with today is the leather stain. It comes in various sizes, but just for this shoot we chose the smallest ones we have here, the 4-ounce containers. And I'm also going to be then doing the Fiebing's leather colors. And third one we're going to be doing is our Fiebing's leather dye. And I'm going to show all three of these different dyes, stains in black on a natural strap piece of leather so that you can see the finished result once it dries, shine, dull, flat. Okay, this is the Fiebing's leather stain, and it's in black. And like, again, all dyes, all stains, anytime you do anything with this, you should always shake them before you start. You can use two different styles of applicators. One would be this wool dauber. It's very popular, a lot of people would use. Or you can use also sponges, and I just cut these into small pieces for this demonstration. So I'll show you the dauber first. And we're putting this on a skirting leather natural strap. It's a very dry leather, so it will absorb rather quickly. Just get a nice even coat on it. I'll stop there, and then I'm going to use the sponge for the rest, just so you can see how it goes on there. This is probably a little bit faster. And again, just make sure you get a good even coating. Now we're going to do the Fiebing's leather dye, and again, it's going to be in black. I would again need to shake it up. And it's same, you can use a dauber or a sponge. Good even coat. Or with your sponge. Also wouldn't matter a lot if you have a flat strap like I'm working on here. It's not a big deal to try and stay away from the edges. If it's already on a product and you want to be real careful not to get it on something else, the dauber would probably work a lot better. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do this Fiebing's, they call it leather colors, the product. Shake it up a little bit. Again, we'll use dauber for the first application. And again, when we're all done here, we'll show you the difference between these black dyes, stains, and leather colors, just to give you an idea how they dry up with the sponge. As you can see, it's really not much difference in putting it on. This definitely goes faster. And as you can also see, it really soaks in quickly. Now, there's all three of the samples that we did. They're all in black. The first one is leather stain, Fiebing's leather stain. This one is the Fiebing's leather dye in black. And then the third one is Fiebing's leather color. Now as you can see, this one is a lot more of a pigment type dye. I mean, it's very solid. These, you can see this one, it's fading here, and what you would need to do obviously is go back and put another coat on, and we'll show you what it looks like after you do that. This one dried a little bit more even, but it also has a lighter color, and I'll show you what happens when you put another coat on. This is certainly more of a one coat application, because then when we're done here, we'll also show you what happens when we put a finish on. And then we're going to do another coat of the leather stain on here. And this time I'm just going to use a dauber, as I think I've shown you before. You can use either or, just for the sake of ease and trying not to make too big a mess. We're just going to use the dauber. Again, just get a good even coat on it. It should not absorb quite as quick this time around as it did the first time. But basically, and on this type of leather, natural strap, that will dry in almost seconds. So this one was the leather dye. I think it did a little bit better coverage on it, but as for me, I would definitely want another coat if I was trying to make that strap completely black. So we're just going to use the dauber, give it another good coat all the way across, and let it dry. And again, it absorbs very quickly. It'll just take a matter of seconds for that to dry. You can see it's almost all dry already. Okay, so now all of these have had a second coat except the leather color. The first one you're seeing there and we're lifting up is the stain, and the second one would be your dye, leather dye, and then the third one is just one coat again of the leather colors. And you can tell quite a bit of difference there in blackness. Okay, so now we're going to come back and do a finish on all your straps. Every time you dye leather, you definitely need to put something on top to try and make it color fast, water resistant, and seal your dye in. And we have 5 different kinds here we're going to show you today. And these become a lot of personal preference on which one you use. But we're going to show you the difference in them. First we have acrylic Resin. You have your tan coat. You have Weaver Leather Tough Coat in clear. It's also available in black. And then you have your bag coat. Then you also have your Sheridan Resistant Finish by Be Natural Leather Care. We've done the one strap here, 2 different kinds. We're going to take these straps and we're going to do one half with the one kind and then the other half, just so you can see the difference as it dries. You just take this, like anything else, you shake it up a little bit. Doesn't need to be a lot of shaking. Start with the tough coat. Take a sponge. On these, I would recommend a sponge versus a dauber. Most finishes, kind of rule of thumb, you can over apply them, and then they become like a sunburn. It can peel. You should just put a little bit on and go down through one time, just like that. Get a good finish. You can come back up and touch it up a little bit, but I wouldn't go put a whole bunch of product on it. You can overdo it, especially with a tough coat. This half of this strap, and you'll just be able to see the difference with each dressing on the different dyes and stains. And you'll see, you'll figure out just a little practice how much you put on there, but don't overdo it.